Here I am. I'm back. 1:27 p.m. in the afternoon, October 17th. I'm going to warp speed it through this particular video and make the announcement that I'm going to approach video making probably different than anybody else. And that is because I'm continuously beleaguered by having access to the internet. Unlike before, years ago when I produced videos, which I've removed for reasons I believe I explained in a previous video, I removed, and at that time I had internet access at home. Now I don't. I have to travel 13 miles away to a local library. Probably heard it before in a previous video. I can't recall everything I've said in my previous 3 videos, I think. I have 2 videos which I've produced. I haven't uploaded them yet. I'm still indecisive about it. I have 5 more videos that I have scripts for right here. And I think because of the length of them, I just can't see myself, reading from these, because you people who are looking at these kind of videos, you're transactional. You haven't got time to listen to the stuff that goes on forever and ever. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a list of the topics I'm going to cover in a string of videos that I'll ultimately produce. I have scripts for these following topics here. Tips on metaphysical growing, and they're not in any particular order. I have one on the benefits of physiokinetics. I have physiokinetics. I can throw this energy around. I see it. And it was just blowing me away last night when I saw it emerge bigger than ever. And it probably had something to do with the stress I'm under with somebody trying to cause trouble in my life that I don't need. The next one that I'll talk about, if I can get my act together here, is Chi-ing to practice. This right here. What I did as I began to, once I had my crank up from Jay, I was trying to figure out how do I go about learning what it is I'm all about, much like you. If you're a muggle just starting out, having had a DNA ICUC from one of the consultants out there. And what I did was I looked up, and I'm digressing a little bit, but I looked up, see if I can center it there. I looked up the definition of intensification. Jay said in one of his videos that his energy intensifies everything that's in us. And I said to myself, well, what does he mean by intensification, or what can it mean? And I found a very extended definition of this. Anybody who gets a crank up should be referring to this in the beginning to get an idea of what direction they can take. For example, penetrate. Here's some of the words that come up as synonyms to the idea of intensification, which Jay talks about. Penetrate, combine, blend, warm, shape, dilute, compound, bruise, direct, heating up, encircle, assuage, hover, caress, blend, massage. It goes on and on. I've highlighted the ones that particularly seem to gravitate towards my mindset as something I should look at and maybe feel. Like this word penetrate. As I started to develop these abilities, I would think in terms of what is I'm penetrating. I'm penetrating my own body. This kinetic stuff, I can direct it towards my body, and I can go through it, and I can see everything holographically, and which is amazing. Bruise, another word here on this list. Yeah, I can bruise myself. I can frickin' hurt myself with this kinetic energy. And folks, I'm telling you, you better tune in to what I'm saying in these subsequent videos, which I am going to continue to make. I'm not going to take up all your time reading this stuff, and I think that the trick is to give a short preface to the specific video I'm going to entertain you with, and then PDF download the script to what it is I'm going to say, so at your leisure you can read this for yourself in an extended way. And I think that makes sense. I just, first of all, have to figure out if I've programmed my channel correctly for people to give me comments, because I don't see them so far. I've only produced, what, four videos, and I don't know what it is. I'm doing something right or doing something wrong. I just don't know yet. I only have access to the internet 2 times a week, like on a Tuesday or a Friday. I said in the beginning maybe of another video that I would be coming in on Saturday, but I only have 4 hours of work each day with the library hours. So in any case, I stopped midstream telling you what it is I was going to do. I have a script here on the best ways to learn, and another one called Learning Your Metaphysicality. Each title I have represents a script in itself, and if I can, when I get back to the internet tomorrow, which is Friday, if I can figure out whether I can download these scripts onto my channel, excuse me, it's colder than heck out here. Just take my word for it. This stuff is good stuff. And I'm hesitating here. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, how long have I been going here in this video? 6 minutes, going on 7 minutes. Here's a rough list of topics that I would like to cover in the future. My abilities. What abilities do I have? Even at this juncture here in the beginning, I should let people know what I have so they won't feel like, they're wasting their time listening to me to begin with. Next one, how Jay Icuc saved my life, and he did. He really did. I want to spend some time on a video on that, and that would be worth listening to in its entirety. Next thing, physical changes since having a DNA ICUC. I know Frank Zhu talked about the changes in him, and it's true. The changes, in short, that I've had was I still have my hair. I was losing my hair crazy. And all that stopped once I got my healing sphere from Deanna Anaya at the Spiritual Foundation. Worth the money, that and some other things. But the losing of hair, oh my God. Anyway, I'll talk about that some other time. Cultivating my metaphysical abilities, that's something that you'll understand as I go through the scripts that I'll upload and summarize in separate videos. Next one, a new way to trigger feelings using stone energy. I found a different way to start feeling stone energy. I was having trouble in the beginning just feeling this stuff. I found a new and improved tide, so to speak, on how to feel this stuff that I have to share with the public, because even Jay couldn't help me ignite this receptivity of feeling it. In fact, have I even told Frank Zhu? I don't think I even told Frank Zhu about it yet. I need to contact that guy. He's okay. How do I communicate with my spirit guides? Now, that's a big mystery for everybody. I don't get images. I get physical sensations, and I'll talk about that in depth. Everybody has a different form of communicating with their spiritual guides, including me. Primal therapy, in my view, is the same as a DNA ICUC. That is a freaking huge project to talk about, or topic, excuse me. I went through primal therapy years ago, and when I walked out of that therapy, I had telepathy. Blew me away. It just blew me away. I have that book, primal therapy book, right here. incredible experience. So I got to talk about that in depth. Weight loss. That's probably could be associated with the physical changes that had subsequent to the DNA ICUC, but it's extremely important, I believe, like in my case, for people to focus on eating healthier, losing weight because your body, my body, began to expand very quickly once I had less weight on, for example. It's like having a body that's overloaded with the chore of digesting food. Your mind, your physiology focuses on that rather than allowing yourself to just feel yourself openly. I need to put um, a history in front of me somewhere. My history. What led me to having a DNA ICUC? I've had somewhat of a very sad life, and it's not that I have to bemoan the fact as much as the structure of this, probably similar to other people's out there, has guided me into this long process of waking up metaphysically, and as reference material, as something you can correlate to. Maybe it might be interesting to listen to. What I do on a daily basis, metaphysically, lifestyle-wise, whatever I'll talk about. Bershu or Onder. I've got to talk about that woman. She's incredible. She's she really spirited me forward in my metaphysicality. She doesn't have her videos posted on her YouTube channel anymore. I don't know why, but the one in particular called "Over Searching the Internet" just blew me away, and I think about this video all the time. And this is 7 years since I've had my DNA ICUC. I think about it because she really has summarized her points and Jay's points about the best way to approach um, developing your metaphysical awakening by doing it yourself, not referring to videos out there, all these glam Hollywood metaphysical videos that you'll see that somehow are able to get thousands, hundreds of thousands of videos of viewers, excuse me, compared to what videos the Spiritual Foundation members have produced, including Jay. So it's a real mystery to me because, I mean, I don't know, you can't get better than Jay Essex and what he has to say. Not to say that other people have anything important to say. I'm just saying that for you muggles out there, you need to focus on Jay's videos first. Download them all. Go to Jay Essex, that channel, and then his other one, Jay Essex Archive. And download all the playlists you can. Uh, I'm surprised, though. I looked at that uh, channel recently, and there seems to be like half of the videos that I can see previously posted years ago. In any case, I guess we just deal with it the way it is. And it'll help you. I'm addressing the muggles now. It'll help you for making a difference as you move forward in your metaphysicality. I'm stumbling here. It's freezing. Also, big topic. I entitle it "Safe Passage Survival in Today's World." This world is crazy. And there was someone who elected to attempt to murder me a while back and has been stalking me ever since. I have no idea why. Well, actually, I do, in part. PTSD. We need to talk about that in brief. It's not that I need to bemoan the fact I'm dealing with it right now, but it does impede me from having the freedom of thought, without having to look over my shoulder, that kind of thing, and to be able to spirit forward, the production of these videos. Long story. In any case, it is what it is. Hold on a sec. I've got all this paperwork here, and I'm mixing it all up for some reason. What is going on? Don't you just hate it when you have to look at a video and there's always interruptions? Oh, here we go. The wind almost blew it away. I'm at the picnic table in the local park here, and the wind is just drifting through. I'm going to produce an open message to Deanna. It will be in reference to the video's title that I just announced called Safe Passage Survival in Today's World. I'm telling you folks, I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area and I moved to nowhere in a small town in northern Idaho. And it's all about self-sufficiency. And with the, what's the word, confluence of Jay dipping into his bag of tricks when he crosses over and he's going to attempt to change this world exponentially, existentially, it's going to conflict with what the NWO has in mind. That is the tanking of this economy. And I think there should be an alarm sent out via not only the spiritual foundation, but through the members of the spiritual foundation who need to come on board and contribute to a greater understanding of what all this is going to mean when the economy essentially collapses. And from my experience, I have some doubts that even the people who are cranked up are going to have a real tough time making it out there as time goes on. And yeah, Jay's agenda, once he crosses over, is I don't know if you can call it admirable, but it's going to be a tough scenario. So people are going to need help learning how to navigate through tough times that I've been going through already. Learning as a mountain man, I guess you could say, right? Shoot, boy, what are you talking about? So they talk up here. You learn to blend. You learn to blend with the people living here. I don't pack heat yet, but folks up here are packing heat, and you got the crazies who want to escape out into the mountains. So I don't know. There's a lot to pass on. Anyway, I'm drifting. Another one, books list. Books I've accumulated, which would be helpful for people in acquiring to support their objective, metaphysical books of sorts. No stuffiness. This is a big topic. I'm still collecting information on this. I noticed in Jay's more recent videos, maybe the last 6 or something, he speaks with what appears to be a stuffy nose. That's because of the brain growing and applying pressure to the nose passages. That's been my case. And it comes and it goes. In any case, I passed that information on to Kate Fletcher. Kate Fletcher, everybody should be familiar with. You should have a consult with her. She's Jay's wingwoman, and has been for the longest time, apparently, as he's been going through medical problems. And she probably would not be so, supportive of the idea of me talking about this, but she conveyed to me that whatever Jay goes through, she goes through physically. And it's like, man, that just blew me away. So I passed this idea on, and she said she passed it on, presumably either to Jay or Deanna. And it's the idea, just being aware that no stuffiness, there are alternatives to approaching the symptomology of a brain pressing on the nose passages. I'm going to have to pass on that information to you. The idea is that ultimately, if you can gather in a fuller sense of what I'm trying to say, we're approaching 20 minutes here. That's too long for a lot of people to listen to. I want to become a resource person. If I can ever afford to get Starlink, I would be on the internet all the time. I would be having a forum for people in the spiritual foundation to go to, ask questions about this, that, and the other. I love to do research, and I would pass on the research I spend an inordinate amount of time on finding to the people out there. Time is short. Time is short now with the economy tanking and Jay about ready to cross over. And people better get ready somehow. Well, this, if I can resource material and pass it on to people, help them navigate again their way through trying to find their path uh, as we approach worst times coming up. I'm stumbling, obviously, but music. Here's a title here: Bathing in Music. Folks, I'm telling you, man. When I'm projecting, ejecting this kinetic energy, not only is it affecting me physiologically, and I can see the stuff, but it's soothing, it's assuaging. Weird word, but it's true. It assuages me. And different frequencies of music, I'm beginning to realize, spirit the different images in me. It's hard to explain, and I'm trying to explain things, I guess, so quickly because I want to end this video, which is turning out to be too long anyway. Uh, Let me move on then. I'll clarify what that's all about in another video. The science behind my abilities, I've got it nailed. I've got it nailed, all the stuff, what it is I can do, what it is people can do um, in a scientific way. And this needs to be talked about because once you understand the metaphysical science behind the kinetics and being able to see holographically inside of me, uh, and I believe everybody has these abilities innately. It's just a matter of triggering them to come to the surface. So understanding the science, I'm repeating myself, understanding the science shortens the length of time in which you can come on board with this ability and to what? Uh, I don't know what my brain is not thinking here. I'm going through senility too, folks. I hate to admit it, but I'm losing myself. As long as I don't walk around with my zipper down, I'm in like Flint. Yeah. In any case, let me move on. I have no problem embarrassing myself in the public view or in the public eye. So your turn will come. You wait and see. In any case, you just have to get used to it and move on. Jay said something really interesting. Two more to go here. Flow. I just caught the word flow in one of his videos, and I haven't looked at it yet, but flow is so important. I've got a better sense of being able to initiate my metaphysicality by allowing myself to open up, not through meditation. For some reason, it doesn't click with me. It's more of a flow through me and moving forward. Maybe you do that in meditation. I just never have done that myself. But flow is a key. God, I'm kind of speaking in cryptic ways, aren't I? And I think, what do I have left on the list? Post-metaphysical discoveries, news, events. Yeah, along with the idea of wanting to be a resource person for the spiritual foundation. I don't represent the spiritual foundation, okay? I'm just a member. But I'd like to contribute in ways that I believe will help other people and shorten the way they go about. I don't know. I'm losing it. I'm dizzy all the time now because of the crank up still after all these years, and because it interacts with the diabetes I have, I think. I'm going to end this video now, and I am going to leave it at this. Tomorrow when I go to the library, I'm going to see if I can PDF my scripts on YouTube. And if I can't, I'm going to allow folks to contact me via the email system, and I will give you the PDFs, I guess, through the email. Lastly, give a shout out to a gentleman by the name of, well, actually, I don't know the person's name. It's someone who hosts the I Was John Lennon channel. I got a very nice first email contact from this person, and it was all in support of me venturing forth producing videos, which I have no problem with. But it was just nice to receive something initially for someone, and from someone. And I gave this gentleman, I'm assuming a gentleman, well, yeah, obviously a gentleman, a response via the YouTube email system, the best I could figure out how to. And so anyway, if you are listening to my or viewing my video, Mr. John Lidham, thank you again, and I will return and produce more videos. Obviously, 26 minutes. Oh gosh, I'm not going to get any viewers. People hate long videos. I'm telling you. Anyway, adios, and have a great day. I guess I should say. Right? See ya.